concern, yeah. That's why I've typically stopped people from doing that in the past.
Maybe a game I'm not involved in. We'll see how it runs.
The trophy is in the building for Game 6 between Atlanta and Gwinnett. The Stripers 27 outs from their first World Series title. Of course, the Braves stand in their way once again with some lineup changes. It is Spencer Turnbull who gets the ball after a shaky Game 3 outing. Braves have turned to the home red jerseys as well, as Daniel Gill steps in to lead off the ball game. He's quickly taking a couple of balls. There's a strike. The bat of Daniel Gill, who led off Game 5 with a home run. Home half of the first inning. It's 3-1 on Gill. Ball foul back. It is full. Hanging sweeper, but it is bounced to LeBron at first base, and the play is made. Turnbull avoids the leadoff walk, and the pitch to Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss from Marsh.
0-1's the count.
The other side of things, Gwinnett is starting Ronel Blanco, who has yet to give up a run in this series.
Ball one.
Backs Marsh out of the way. It's 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Marsh chases for strike 3. Turnbull picks up a strikeout, and with 2 gone in the inning, this will be Kyle Schwarber. Check swing, that is called a strike. It catches the bottom of the zone. Fouled away by Schwarber, and it's 0-2.
1 ball.
It's a little too high. Designated hitter. He'll take strike 3. Spencer Turnbull with a much better first inning this time around. He gets the Stripers in order on 15 pitches, strikes out 2. We'll go to the bottom of the first. As previously mentioned, Ronel Blanco getting the ball for the Stripers. He'll face Opie White, LeBron James, and Brandon Lau. Some changes in the Braves batting order. Teoscar Hernandez is into the 5th spot. DeYoung up to 6. JT Realmuto gets the start behind the plate. Instead of Sean Murphy, he's in the 7th spot. Seiya Suzuki is dropped to 8th. That is just foul down the third baseline. Nothing in 2 from Blanco. And White chases for strike 3. Goes strikes out the leadoff man on 3 pitches. This will be LeBron James. Slurve on the corner, fouled off by LeBron. Jump for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball
Inside and will miss. His first ball thrown.
Ball 2.
Your slider that misses. Atlanta trying to force a Game 7 in this building tomorrow.
Count
Full on James. Not the man to walk, with Brandon Lau on deck. This line's 1 foul. 3-2 to LeBron. In there for strike 3. Goes struck out 2 in a row. And Lau will dig in. A-line's 1 the other way. It's going to be extra bases for Brandon Lau. The first hit of the ball game belongs to him. And he's got a 2-out double in front of Jose Iglesias. And Gwinnett, despite Iglesias being hitless in the series, is going to put him on. So Iglesias is going to go to first base. on the intentional walk. 2 on with 2 out for the Braves. For the new 5-hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Atlanta has not scored against Blanco in this series. And to change that here in the first inning of Game 6. It is grounded to first, and Gill will beat him to the bag. Blanco strands the 2-out double and walk. The Braves have now left 9 base runners in their last 4 innings of this series. And we will go to the second, 0-0. 12 pitches for Blanco, 15 pitches for Turnbull. It's the Rizzler, Luis Garcia, and Kyle Higashioka do for the Stripers. There's the Gwinnett third baseman, who tied Game 5 in the 5th inning with a 2-run double. Strike on the Rizzler.
Ball, that's in.
2-1. Now 3-1 on the Rizzler.
3 balls, 1 strike.
See you next. Foul. It's full. Turnbull at 20 pitches now. Payoff to the Rizzler. Foul off to the right. The 3-2 on the way. Taken for ball 4. Rizzler will take the leadoff walk here in the 2nd inning. Turnbull's at 22 pitches for Luis Garcia, and he's going to be done. So Atlanta will turn over Game 6 to the left-hander Alan Coffey, who will come in with the Rizzler at first. Nobody out here in the 2nd inning. Garcia, Higashioka, and Friedel. The next 3 do. Will Garcia hit against the lefty? He will hit against the lefty. And that has pinned their hopes to sophomore left-hander Alan Coffey, as Garcia will get the bunt down, and James will just take it to the bag. Coffey gets an out on the first pitch he throws, a sacrifice bunt from Luis Garcia. Move the inning along to Kyle Higashioka. Has just 1 hit in the series, though it was a big one, a grand slam, as that slider was hung. Grand slam in the 1st inning of Game 4. That's no foul. And 2 on Higashioka. Friedel next.
Ball 1.
He'll miss with the fastball away. Game 5 went 12 innings. These bullpens a little tired. See how they are managed here in Game 6. Higashioka late on 97. Coffey set down the first 2 he's faced. And it'll be up to TJ Friedel. Takes what is called strike 1. Top of the zone. Good clutch of Friedel. The Rizzler, though, not a good runner at 2nd base. And Friedel's in an 0-2 hole. Just misses. A good pitch from Coffey, but a better take by Friedel. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
We'll chase the changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 on Friedel. 1 foul the other way. Another 2-2 pitch. Third foul ball. He's trying to leave a Gwinnett man in scoring position in the early going. He will. Coffey fans Friedel. And the Rizzler is left out at 2nd base. Coffey sets down all 3 men he faces on 13 pitches. Go to the bottom of 2. Ronel Blanco at 12 pitches for Paul DeYoung, JT Realmuto, and Seiya Suzuki. Ball to Young. Changeup fouled off by the shortstop. He's moved up a spot in the order from 7th to 6th. It's nothing in 2 on DeYoung. He takes strike 3. Sets down DeYoung on just 3 pitches. Here's Real Muto stepping in for Sean Murphy. Take ball 1. One could make the argument that Ronel Blanco has been the best player on either side in this series.
Ball, that pitch is out.
2-1 to Real Muto. Check swing.
What do you
He
got?
does not go. It's 3 balls and a strike. He takes strike 2. It's a full count now. Seiya Suzuki on deck. It's hammered into the right center gap, but Marsh is going to get there. Good swing from Real Muto, but he's out number 2. This is empty, 2 away, and this is Seiya Suzuki.
Counts 1-0.
Had a miserable series, but a chance for redemption here in Game 6.
Hey.
That is called a strike. Likely shouldn't have been.
Hey.
And 2 on Suzuki. Go about to throw his 25th pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Taken for ball 2.
The count's
That's
full.
ball 3. The count is full. Simpson on deck. 3-2 to Suzuki. Fans in. Atlanta goes in order in the 2nd inning. 15 pitches for Blanco. He's at 27 through 2 scoreless. We are off to the 3rd inning and a 0-0 tie. Alan Coffey at 13 pitches for Jeremy Pena, Blake Sable, and Daniel Gill. Jeremy Pena was the hero of Game 5. Walk-off single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th inning. Drove in Junior Caminero and gave the Stripers this 3-2 series lead. Pena will swing at the first pitch and fly it out to Suzuki and right for out number 1. See if Sable will bat against the left-hander here. He will.
That's a ball.
1 on Blake Sable. Sable tries the bunt. He popped it up foul. It's Real Muto's ball. And there are 2 away in the inning. Striker lineup will flip. This is Daniel Gill. 1 on the corner.
0-1's the count.
That's called strike 2. Coffey ahead of Gill, 0-2.
Ball.
Side. On 2 strikes. We'll fight it off foul. Still 1-2.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2-2 the count.
The 2-2 to Gill. Over by the Gwinnett dugout. Do it again. Coffey gonna have to throw a 25th pitch here in this inning. Strikes out Gill with it. And Coffey gets him in order again. 12 pitches puts him at 25. Still looking for a score here in Game 6. Ronel Blanco's at 27 pitches for Orenthal, J. Simpson, Opie White, and LeBron James. Infield will come in against Simpson, except for the shortstop to protect against the bunt. Just 1 hit in the ballgame. It was a double with 2 outs back in the 1st inning off the bat of Brandon Lowe. What could be the final game of this 3rd season World Series 3-2 in favor of Gwinnett. Simpson swings and misses with the ball in 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He strikes out. 5 strikeouts for Ronel Blanco. So Atlanta will get back to the top of the order and Opie White. Flies the first one he sees out to left. Sable will make the catch. White's 0 for 2. 2 outs in the 3rd for LeBron James.
Oh, that's a
1 on James. Catches the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Catches the top of the zone for strike 2. Blanco
2 strikes.
continuing to fill it up.
That's
This
ball
with that
2.
one. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Back to the mound. Blanco will play it over to Gill, and we've played 3 scoreless innings from Turner Field. Just 1 combined hit. It came off the bat of Brandon Lau. No damage done in the 3rd. 37 pitches for Blanco. He will come back out at 25 pitches for Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, and the Rizzler. Marsh going to hit against the left-hander. Marsh will bat against the lefty Coffey. Coffey will stay in. So this game 6 belongs now to Alan Coffey. That's called a strike. The zone expands again. Swing and miss from Marsh. Nothing in 2. Coffey fans him. Alan Coffey picks up another strikeout. And this will be Kyle Schwarber now. Schwarber takes a strike. He's punched out 4 already. Won't strike out Schwarber, but gets him to pop one up to shallow right. Brandon Lau out there to make the grab. 2 away in inning number 4 for the Rizzler.
That's outside.
1 on the Rizzler. Straight back. Stripers are still hitless. They have had a base runner. Way out in front is the Rizzler. It's 1 and
1
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
Not sure how that didn't hit him, but it did not. Count even. That one does. So the Rizzler is plunked. It's going to bring Garcia to the plate. See if Garcia will bat against the lefty Coffey. And he will. So, fouls it straight back. Attempts the bunt, can't get it down, nothing in 2. 2 to Garcia. Just punched foul the other way. Stays nothing in 2. The Rizzler leading off first. He has been the only man to reach for the Stripers. The walk. They hit by pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Garcia trying to get the inning to Higashioka. Flared down the line and into the corner. The 1-2. Do it again. See it hanging in there. Coffey work here in the 4th inning. That'll miss. Make it 2 and 2. Gets him with a good slider. And Coffey with another scoreless inning. Looks good here in game 6. 19 pitches in the 4th. He hits the Rizzler with 2 out, but leaves him aboard. 44 pitches for Coffey. Blanco's at 37 pitches for Brandon Lau, Jose Iglesias, and Teoscar Hernandez. Lau has this game's only hit.
1-0.
Miss for ball one. So fastball on the edge. Very similar to game two. Lau had the big swing in that game as well. A solo shot in the 8th inning that won the Braves the game. Lau goes fishing after a slider for out number one. Here's Jose Iglesias. Get under one and fly it out the left. That's Sable. Will make the grab, and there are 2 away in the 4th. Here's Hernandez. Bounced out to first, stranding 2 back in inning number 1. Swing and a miss from Teoscar. There's a strike on the edge. It's 0-2 on Hernandez. 8th fans. Ronel Blanco is through 4 scoreless innings again here in game 6. 45 pitches. He is cruising. Just 8 in the 4th. We'll go to the 5th in a scoreless tie. Coffee at 44 pitches for Higashioka, Friedel, and Pena. Here's Higashioka.
Ball 1, no strike.
There's a strike. And then 1 on Higgy. Muscle foul, and it's 1-2. Hits him.
That ball got him.
So another hit batter. This time Higashioka will reach to lead off the 5th inning. Coffee at 48 pitches for TJ Friedel. Catcher at first base. Friedel squares around the bunt. Gets it down. Coming in for it is Lau. He will flip and get him by a half step. So Friedel gets the bunt down to move over the runner. Coffee is at 49 pitches for Jeremy Pena now. Pena flew out to right field back in the 3rd inning. Stripers still don't have a hit. Pena into the right center gap. A long run for Simpson, but he tracks it down. Tagging is Higashioka. He's going to move up 90 feet to 3rd base. And he'll be there with 2 outs in the 5th inning for Blake Sable. 50 pitches for Coffee. Sable's 0 for 1. Chance for Gwinnett to pull out in front here in game 6.
Inside, ball 1.
Back to the mound. Coffee has it and will make an accurate throw to first. Alan Coffee has done a sparkling job out of the Atlanta bullpen after the open from Spencer Turnbull. 7 pitches in the inning. He leaves Higashioka at 3rd after hitting him. 51 total pitches. We have reached the halfway point very quickly here in game 6, excuse me. Ronel Blanco is at 45 pitches for Paul DeYoung, JT Realmuto, and Seiya Suzuki. However, as we reach the midway point in game 6, potentially for the last time, now a good time to remind everyone that thanks to our good friends over at Game Changer, tonight's game does not stop after the final out. NGBA managers use Game Changer to draft their lineups, view score updates, and relive the season's biggest moments all in one place. Teams stay connected with real-time RSVPs and team messaging, while fans and families can follow the action live from anywhere. And when the game is over, stats and highlights are ready to review so managers can track progress, break down performances, and relive their favorite plays of the night. Game Changer helps NGBA managers coach smarter, stay connected, and focus on what matters most, winning baseball games. Download the Game Changer app and register today to see why NGBA managers have trusted Game Changer all season long. As we enter the bottom of the 5th here in Game 6, will be tonight's NGBA Game Changer. Hold on, my doorbell just rang. All right. We'll resume play here in the bottom of inning number 5 in a scoreless tie here in Game 6. Paulie Young in the batter's box. I don't know why that's bugging on me. There we go. All right. Here's DeYoung. Take what is called a strike. Young struck out earlier in the ballgame. It's fouled off by DeYoung. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss from DeYoung. Blanco struck out 8 already. Here in game 6. JT Realmuto in the lineup tonight for Sean Murphy after scuffling the last few games. Realmuto hitless in the series in his 1 game played. Bounce one to second. That's Garcia. Gets it to Gill. 2 away in the 5th. For Seiya Suzuki. Struck out in his first trip. That's ball first strike. Suzuki goes the other way and he has the knock. Just the second hit of the day. And it belongs to the 8-hitter Suzuki in front of Simpson. 2 gone in the 5th. It's taken for ball 1. So at 53 pitches. Score in the middle innings. There's a strike. That one too high. 2-1 on Simpson. Another miss. 3-1. Be White on deck. That's ball 4. So back-to-back have reached here in inning number 5 in front of the leadoff man, Opie White. Get a visit taken to Blanco. He's at 57 pitches. White is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. 12 pitches in the inning for Blanco. Stamina becoming an issue for him. He is going to stay in the ballgame, though. As confident can be. Opie White, though, standing in the box. And for a big Atlanta swing here. Ball 1. Ron James in the on-deck circle if Opie can find a way on. It'll take a strike. We're about to deliver his 60th pitch, so those numbers no longer matter. Well outside, 2-1 on White. It's fouled off, 2-2. Seiya at second, Simpson at first. That'll miss in, it's full. Runners will be on the go. Payoff pitch coming to White. Here it comes. Line foul, it gets into the striker dugout. We'll do it again. Another payoff. It misses low for ball 4. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. LeBron James coming to the plate for the Braves. We'll see what the deal is with Blanco. He's gotten himself into a bit of a mess here. Blanco's going to come out. It's the righty Jesse Chavez who takes over. For the righty Ronel Blanco, Chavez coming into a big spot here in the 6th game of this World Series. Seiya Suzuki's at third, Orenthal J. Simpson's at second. And Opie White is at first. Chavez has made an appearance in this series already and allowed some inherited runners to score. He's hoping he's got that in him again. Here's LeBron James, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a ground out. That's called a ball on James. 1-0. Check swing. It's called a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One punched foul, and it's 1-2. Chavez get James. Oh, that one hung. Another 1-2 on the way. Grounded to short. Going to be a really tough play. James will beat it out. It's an infield hit, and Atlanta has the lead. Here's Brandon Lau, who has the ability to really make it hurt. I run charged to Blanco. Lau has a double tonight. The 0-1. Miss outside. That's pulled through the right side. It's a base hit for Lau. He's driven in 2 more, and it's 3-0 Braves. James and Lau continue to be run producers for Atlanta. Now Iglesias will step in looking for his first hit of the series. He's got it! Base hit Iglesias. James scores. Chavez has given up 3 straight hits, and Atlanta has a 4-0 lead. Chavez at 10 pitches now for Teoscar Hernandez. 4 hits in the inning for the Braves. Teoscar's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Chavez is going to stay in. Pop up from Hernandez. Will it stay in play? Gill over by the dugout. Will grab it. And that's all for the 5th, but Atlanta has the lead. They get 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2. Chavez throws 11 pitches to get out number 3. We will go to the 6th inning. Coffee at 51 pitches for Daniel Gill, Brandon Marsh, and Kyle Schwarber. Atlanta 12 outs away from forcing a Game 7. As we know, Gwinnett came back from a 4-run deficit just yesterday. Gill has the base hit in the first of the game for the Stripers. It's going to get all the way up against the fence. Hernandez will get it in. It's a leadoff 2-bagger for Gill. Coffee now at 53 pitches, and the batter is Brandon Marsh. Coffee will stay in. Marsh takes strike 1. Gwinnett has snapped the no-hitter here in the 6th inning. Marsh has fanned twice. Chance to get Gwinnett on the board here in the 6th. He swings and misses. It's 0-2.
That's a ball.
It's high and away. Ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Marsh stays alive.
Ball, that's
1
high.
too high. It's 2-2. Now 3-2. Coffee's 60th pitch. And Marsh delivers a base hit. That's going to score Gill, and the Stripers are on the board. It's 4-1 here in the 6th. Suddenly, the offenses have opened up. He's at 61 pitches for Kyle Schwarber. Is Coffee going to stay in? Coffee's done. So Alan Coffee comes out after 4 innings of work. He's charged with 1 run, responsible for Marsh over at first. Who is coming in? It's going to be the righty Craig Kimbrell, who takes over for the lefty Alan Coffey. Kimbrell will come in to face Schwarber, the Rizzler, and Luis Garcia if he has to. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Brandon Marsh, the man at first. This is Kimbrell's first appearance of the series. All the way in Game 6, Atlanta has not used one of their setup men.
Outside, that's
And those strikes on Schwarber. We're 1 in inning number 6. We're 1-0 to Kyle Schwarber. Hung a bit, but was fouled back. Marsh is going to go. Pitch is a ball. Throw down Real Muto is offline. Should have been called a strike. Marsh didn't get a good enough jump there either, but Muto's throw inaccurate. And now it's 3-1 on Schwarber. Tying run on deck. A 3-1. Ball 4. Kimbrell's walked the first man he's faced. First 3 have reached for the Stripers here in the 6th. Here's the Rizzler. Fly ball to left field. That's Hernandez going to get it. He'll make the catch. Tagging is Marsh. Hernandez's throw is offline. There's 1 gone now in inning number 6. And the batter's Luis Garcia, who's been a menace. The Atlanta pitching in this series. Couple of home runs. A 3rd here would tie this game. After a 4 spot from Atlanta in the bottom of the 5th. It's only 2 now on Garcia.
Nope.
Good pitch, but Garcia spits on it.
Oh,
2-2 now.
Ball 2.
Garcia gets a piece. Hang in there. The 2-2. Rolled to second. They will try to get 2. Lau will get 1 on to first. The double play. Craig Kimbrell does a nice job to get out of the inning. And the Braves will hold Gwinnett to just the 1. 12 pitches for Kimbrell. Home half of the 6th coming up. Chavez at 11 pitches for Paul DeYoung, JT Realmuto, and Seiya Suzuki. Here is DeYoung to lead off the inning. DeYoung led off the 5th as well. Ball 1 on Paul DeYoung. He's fanned twice tonight. Checks his swing. He does not go. A sinker he could handle, and got a piece of it at least. A foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the shortstop, DeYoung.
3-2.
Pitch misses. Count full. Muto next. Payoff. And DeYoung swings and misses. 3 strikeouts for Paul DeYoung tonight. Chavez at 17 pitches for JT Realmuto. Fly out and a ground out for Realmuto so far in the ballgame. Atlanta made the first 2 outs on 2 batters in inning number 5 before Simpson, White, James, Lau, and Iglesias all reached.
Nope. That's inside.
1 on Realmuto. Muto gets a piece of this one, but doesn't hit it far enough as TJ Friedel will make the grab for out number 2 in the 6th. Chavez at 20 pitches for Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki, the one who started that rally. The 2-out knock the other way an inning ago. Chavez will stick around to face him.
Ball one.
It's with the first. Braves out hitting the Stripers 5-2. They have a 3-run lead on the scoreboard as well.
That's a ball.
2-0. Swing and a miss from Suzuki on a good sinker. That'll miss outside. 3-1. Simpson having to hit on deck. The 3-1. Suzuki gets a piece. It's full. Payoff coming. Line shot to second, but right at Garcia. And that ends the 6th. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves. Chavez gets them on 15 pitches to put him at 26. We're off to the 7th. 4-1 Atlanta. Kimbrel at 12 pitches for Kyle Higashioka, TJ Friedel, and Jeremy Pena. He is struck out and been hit by a pitch.
Ball one.
Take ball one from Kimbrel.
Count 1-0.
And then needing 9 outs to force a winner take all Game 7 at Turner Field tomorrow night. High knuckle curve. Higashioka couldn't find it. It's 1-2. Almost gets hit again. The 2-2 pitch. Flared into shallow right. Suzuki coming on for it. He will get there for out number 1. It's play by Suzuki. Kimbrel at 17 pitches for TJ Friedel now. Strikeout and a ground out from Friedel in the ball game. Ground out was actually a sacrifice bunt. It's it hard on the ground at second base. Lau, though, an easy play. 2 gone in the 7th. Kimbrel at 18 pitches for Jeremy Pena. So, man, getting some length out of Kimbrel. He's gotten 5 outs on just 18 pitches. Here's the Game 5 hero, Pena, who's 0 for 2 tonight. That's ball 1. Rolled over and through the left side. I mean, Pena has a 2-out hit. We'll reach for the 9-man Blake Sable. Kimbrel at 20 pitches for the left fielder Sable. It was 0 for 2 with a ground out. I had 2 ground outs, actually. We're going to stay in. And deuce another ground ball. DeYoung across to James. It's out number 3. And the 2-out single becomes nothing but a stranded runner. Craig Kimbrel's thrown 2 scoreless innings here in Game 6 to get Atlanta within 6 outs of forcing Game 7. 21 pitches for Kimbrel. Jesse Chavez is at 26 pitches. He's done. Chavez will not stay in to face Simpson, White, and James. 9-1-2 for Atlanta. It is instead going to be the righty Hunter Strickland. Strickland will take over to face those 3. Simpson is 0 for 1 with a walk. He's also fanned. Ball 1 on Simpson. Atlanta would love to get some runs here in this 7th inning. They don't have to use the back end of their bullpen that was used in Game 5. One fly to deep center field. Brandon Marsh. He will make the grab. One gone in the 7th inning, and this will be Opie White. Drew will walk back in that 5th. Kept the inning alive. Pull this one to first, and Gill has it. So Opie's now 0 for 3. The 7th inning comes down to LeBron James to extend. He drove in the game's first run on an infield hit for Brandon Lau had the 2 RBI knock. He takes strike 2. The 0-2 to LeBron. Too low. The 1-2. Flare to shallow left. Pena, though, should have room. He will turn around and make the catch. To finish the 7th. Atlanta goes 1-2-3. Strickland gets 3 dangerous hitters on just 8 pitches. And we'll go to the 8th. Kimbrel is at 21 pitches for Gill, Marsh, and Schwarber. Top of the order for the Stripers. Kimbrel is going to stay in to face Gill. Decision on who's next has been delayed, at least here for a second. Strike 1 on Gill. 1 for 3. He had the first Striper hit, a double, and he later scored the only Gwinnett run. Fouled away. 23 pitches for Kimbrel, so this one could be potentially a big one. It's foul off, so Kimbrel will throw a 25th to Daniel Gill. Fell off again. And clinging to a 3-run lead. Gets Gill clinging. The Almuto down to James for out number 1 in the 8th. Kimbrel's at 26 pitches for Brandon Marsh. Is Kimbrel going to stay in? He will not. Atlanta will go to a high leverage arm. It is the arm who took the loss in Game 5. It's Tommy Canely, the right-hander. Canely will take over for Marsh, Schwarber, and the Riddler. See if he can have a better outcome today than yesterday. After he allowed the winning run in inning number 12. That's just 3 hits here in Game 6. Only misfires for ball 1. Swinging and a miss from Marsh.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's destroyed, but foul. It's 1 and 2 on Brandon Marsh. Hard, but foul the other way. Stays 1 and 2. Side, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The center fielder Marsh. Hammered to third. Iglesias picks it up. And we'll get it across for out number 2. It's top of the 8th. Left to Kyle Schwarber. Stripers need 3 runs in their next 4 outs. Schwarber. One fouled away. Canely a strike away. Sending us to the bottom of the 8th. The 0-2 to Schwarber.
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes. That's
Take
in.
from
Ball
Kyle.
2.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. Slider dotted on the corner, and Schwarber swung and missed. Atlanta pitching has held the Stripers to just 1 run through 8 innings. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Atlanta looking for some insurance for this 3-run lead. Hunter Strickland at 8 pitches for Brandon Lau, Jose Iglesias, and Teoscar Hernandez. 2 more hits for Lau tonight, a double and a single. Brandon Lau hits another one out. His 11th homer of the year. And it's 5-1 Braves in the 8th inning. What a year for Brandon Lau. 9 pitches rather for Strickland. Jose Iglesias will stand in, 1 for 2 with a walk. Free agent at the end of the year, Brandon Lau has made his case for a big payday. 1 from Strickland. Off by Iglesias, who has an RBI tonight. The only man to hit more home runs in a season than Brandon Lau was Juan Soto all the way back in season 1. Iglesias fan. Strickland at 12 pitches for Teoscar Hernandez now. It's 11 homers for Lau. Teo. 1 foul ball. Hernandez 0 for 3 after being moved into the 5 spot in the batting order. They say he did go around on that pitch, and it's 0-2. Knocked away. See another 0-2 pitch to Hernandez.
No.
Miss inside. To Young next. That's pulled but foul and into the seats. Hernandez got plenty of that one. Leaves another 1-2.
Ball.
Teo leaves it low. Two. Taken for ball 3. A nice take by Hernandez. Payoff. That's ball 4. Oscar's going to reach for the first time. Strickland at 20 pitches for Paul DeYoung. 0 for 3 is DeYoung. He has struck out in all 3 trips. Strickland is going to stay in to face him. DeYoung goes deep. Make it 2 homers in the inning for Atlanta. And they've got a 7-1 lead here in Game 6. We sure look like we are headed for Game 7 at this ballpark tomorrow night. Strickland at 21 pitches for JT Realmuto. JT is 0 for 3. And has gotten nothing out of the catcher spot in this series. There is a Game 7. We'll see who's behind the plate for it. That's hit well. Deep left field. Realmuto's left the yard. 3 homers in the inning. The Braves offense has woken up late in the series. It's 8-1. Strickland at 23 pitches for Seiya Suzuki. And he's going to have to leave the ball game. Not his best tonight. Far from it. And Strickland is going to be replaced in this ball game by the lefty Cole Richardson. Richardson making his first appearance of the World Series. Entering in the 8th inning with 1 away. For Suzuki, Simpson, and White. Seiya is 1 for 3 with a base hit. 1 fouled away by Seiya. 8-1 Braves in the 8th. Their second 4 spot of the ball game. That one back Suzuki out of the way. Well, Richardson, a rookie left-hander. And some World Series experience for Gwinnett. And he greets Seiya Suzuki by allowing at least a single. Suzuki wants second. Marsh's throw, not in time. Atlanta's offense continuing to swing the bats here in the 8th inning. Now Simpson standing in, fouling one off. This be a good omen for the Braves heading into a possible Game 7. Or some would argue, are they wasting their runs now?
That's ball 2.
Balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball
3-1. Richardson struggling to find the zone. Rip to third. The Rizzler stays down on it and gets it across to Gill for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 99.
This will be Opie White.
Ollie White.
Strike 1 on White.
Ball that's
1-1 on Opie. Hammer, but right at the shortstop, Pena. Even the outs were allowed in the 8th inning. Atlanta will leave Suzuki out at second base and will head to the 9th. 13 pitches for Richardson to get the last 2 outs. Braves pick up 4 runs on 4 hits. Homers by Brandon Lau, Paul DeYoung, and JT Realmuto. In the 9th, Tommy Kahnle is at 11 pitches for the Rizzler, Luis Garcia, and Kyle Higashioka. The Stripers have a touchdown in them in the 9th. But we play a Game 7 in the World Series. Strike 1 on the Rizzler. Swing and a miss on one that Realmuto didn't fully block back there, but does not matter. Nothing in 2. Banned him. Rizzler down, swinging on just 3 pitches to start the 9th. Kahnle at 14 of them now for Luis Garcia. Garcia 0 for 2. Tommy Kahnle will be unavailable for a Game 7. Should Atlanta be able to get these last 2 outs in a timely manner?
Ball.
However, outside of Kahnle and Alan Coffey, was rolled over on foul 1 and 2. Outside of Kahnle and Alan Coffey, Atlanta will have everyone at their disposal. Garcia pops it up. Shortstop DeYoung is under it. He makes the catch, and Atlanta's 1 out away from forcing Game 7. 18 pitches for Kahnle and the batter Higashioka. Biggie 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch. The only time he's reached. Gwinnett has just 3 hits in the game. Funny enough, this would be a save for Kahnle as he came into a 3-run ball game in the 8th as Higashioka lines a 2-out hit. Kahnle at 19 pitches for TJ Friedel now. Friedel is 0 for 2. Strikeout, ground down, and a sacrifice bunt. Higashioka's second hit of the series. So now he will run. That's ball 1, and they will let him take second base. Higashioka will run again. Pitch will be in for a strike. Hashioka's moved up to third. Old foul, 1 and 2, and Gwinnett down to their final strike here in Game 6. The 1-2 pitch. Full miss. Hanley at 23. The 2-2. It's foul. It's going to get into the stands, and we'll do it again. Pitch 25 coming up. One too high. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll try to get it to Pena. Payoff. Off again. Another 3-2 on the way. Friedel into center, but Simpson will make the grab. Atlanta has taken Game 6 by a final score of 8-1, and the 2 best words in sports, Game 7, tomorrow night from Turner Field. It's Alan Coffey who gets the win, adding on to his league-leading total. Renel Blanco takes the loss, giving up the first runs of the series for him. Tommy Canley gets the save. 8-1 the score, and Atlanta will host Game 7 tomorrow night to determine who walks away with the Season 3 Commissioner's Trophy, otherwise known as the Ellie Cooper Memorial.